Okay, so this is the second attempt at making this video. First things first, here's the original intro, which has some crucial information.
All right, YouTube, listen up. We got a lot to go over really quick, so let me lay it down to you like it is. First off, I need to apologize to Devin Hurt, as you saw in the black text, because I told him the next video, I guaranteed it was going to be the Shot X316 Goodyear Art Hollywood jacket that I had. I moved to New Jersey. I work for Theo and Harris now. That's why I have this microphone and that light. But I don't know if the video is going to keep looking like this, Devin, so you're going to have to bear with me. I meant to do a review on the Shot 316. So I got to New Jersey and something really bad happened with the people that I moved in with. I never met them. Long story short, I had to run out of the apartment with all the stuff in my car and leave and never come back. I am currently homeless. I've been living with my aunt, Christian from Theo and Harris, and my girlfriend for the past month. So, Devin, you're gonna have to suck it. Long story short though, well, I'm in a log cabin in upstate New York right now. I meant to grab the jacket before I left. I totally forgot it, and I was wearing my Tanuki. So I said, well, I was gonna review that anyways.
Now, since I made that video though, I have an apartment, so I'm here. I'm not homeless anymore. Although it's still really tough to make a video. That's why I haven't posted one in a month. So I'm gonna do this one vlog style and see how that goes. Also, it's 5 in the morning and I live with roommates that I don't know. So I'm trying to be courteous and be quiet for them.
That's that profitable, so I don't really know. Oh no. Oh. Before we get into the jacket, I want to get into the brand a little bit. Tanuki is actually named after a Japanese raccoon dog, which is a real animal, but also a very important thing in Japanese folklore. The Tanuki is called a yokai, which again, this information may be totally wrong, but I think it's right. The raccoon dog, the actual animal, is a little thing that scurries around and it moans and groans and apparently hisses like a cat. Sounds a lot like a cat, doesn't look like a cat, looks like this. But the folklore Tanuki is again the raccoon dog, but it's this like mischievous thing that can like shapeshift into humans and like sing songs and stuff like that, but they're also really gullible and foolish. So I'm assuming Tanuki, the brand, probably took it after the small animal that mates for life and doesn't have a secondary partner. So yeah, that's that. Then on the inside of the jacket, there's a tag that says, "Autumn arrives as the yokai rises." And it took me a really long time to like do a book report on that and figure out what it means, but I figured it out. What it means is that Tanuki is a yokai, which is like a Japanese folkloric animal, and the jacket, in that case, is a Tanuki jacket. So when you're putting the jacket on, the yokai is rising, and you usually put a jacket on when it gets cold in autumn. So that's my 7th grade book report on that, and that's what I think it means. In terms of fit, this jacket actually fits really well. I'm starting to like jackets that are a little oversized or a little baggy, and you can easily layer under. This jacket is definitely a little bit more on the slim side, but if you're getting a Tanuki jacket, definitely check and make sure you're getting a slim one, because they base everything off of a Levi's cut, but some jackets they make slim, other jackets they keep pretty true to size, and those are really baggy, so double check. But this is a slim one. I typically wear a size 38. I'm 5'9", 155 pounds, and this fits me really well. Probably now I would size up though, just because, like I said, I like to have stuff that's a little bit oversized. So another thing that makes Tanuki, the brand, really special, besides the fact that they're named after a raccoon dog, is that they usually work with basically only unsanforized denim. So all their stuff I think is rinsed, so that way it's pre-shrunk, but most companies work with sanforized denim primarily, and then, you know, like a special like Kabata denim like 316 does or something like that. But apparently the reason that's such a big deal is because unsanforized denim is pretty hard to work with because it doesn't shrink proportionally. Now, the denim itself is really nice. Oh, I got these chips crinkling in my pocket. Oh, and my scratched sunglasses. Oh, that is so sad. Anyways, the denim itself has a lot of character. I don't know if that's because it's unsanforized. I don't think that correlates with more character. I think it's just another thing. It's loom state. It came right off the mill, and then Tanuki worked with it and, you know, did their magic with it. So that's pretty cool. But in terms of texture, it has, I want to say, a decent amount. I know it kind of seems like it would be crazy. The Tanuki X Oni collab that I think is just running forever, so I may actually pick up another one, that has a lot of texture, specifically nep. That is so neppy, and it's like cheese dyed weft that's like yellowy. That has so much nep that people literally try to pick it off my jacket as I walk by. Anyways, in terms of texture, like I said, I guess nothing crazy. It is pretty slubby, but if you look at the inside of the fabric, you'll see there's a lot more character there. So I think as I wash it more and more will come out. Oh, also, we're gonna wash this jacket in this video, so definitely stay tuned for that. And you'll see past Mike again then, so that'll be fun. Also, make sure, if you want to, you subscribe and like this video. Follow me on Instagram, there's so much stuff that you could do for me that would really benefit. It's 15-ounce medium staple cotton from Texas, and I typically find like an Oni jacket, the ones that they're really just like, oh, this one's slubby and super loose weaves and stuff like that. What you kind of sacrifice there is durability. In terms of denim, it's still pretty durable, but compared to like an Ironheart, which is super, I think that's loosely woven too, I can't remember, but in terms of Ironheart is very uniform. If you see any like weird character in the denim, it's typically not purposeful. They're pretty straightforward and rigid just because they kind of go for extreme durability, but when you compare them to someone like Oni, who goes for like character and stuff like that, there is a big durability difference. I feel like Tanuki is in the middle of that, just because I'm not positive on this. I think Oni goes with short staple cotton when Tanuki goes with medium staple cotton and Ironheart goes with long staple cotton. I'm not 100% sure on that. Someone fact check me if I'm wrong, but typically the longer the staple cotton, it's more durable and more uniform and smooth. And also a lot of Tanuki jackets are dyed with natural indigo. The IDJKT2 is not, but you know, it's still fine. It's a super fast fader. I think I've worn this jacket for like 4 or so months on and off, maybe 5 on and off, and what you're seeing right now, me talking, it's already been washed, but even before that, it just fades so fast. A big upset for me though is that on the website they show the pockets are gingham. Here on my jacket specifically, they're not gingham, they're like a herringbone, so I don't really know why that is. I was kind of excited because my dream is to sit under a tree and have nothing to do with someone I love with like a picnic type view, and I was like, oh, that's just like my dream. It's this herringbone shit. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming they just probably ran out, or they didn't have that, or they didn't think anyone would notice, but I freaking noticed, Tanuki. And speaking of that, another thing I don't like, which is really probably the only other thing I don't like about this jacket, is the cobalt blue accent stitching. I hate the cobalt blue accent stitching. I know a lot of people like it, and my girlfriend really likes it, so you know, by extension, I really like it, but secretly, I hate it. I think it doesn't go well with the jacket at all. No offense to Tanuki, obviously you're the designers and a lot of people like it. I'm just one opinion, but I really don't like it. Well, now that I look at it, maybe I do, but I don't think I like it. Not because it's very different, I just think the color's not that good a choice. What I do like though, and I see it on like Pure Blue Japan, Studio de Artisan, however you say that, is that the buttons are coated with black, and under that is a copper color. I don't know the specific material, probably copper or iron. Iron's probably under it, copper's probably, you know, what folds over. But what's really cool is that as you wear that jacket, the black paint chips away, and you see the orange metal under it, which is, I love that for some reason. I see it chipping away and I'm like, yes, yeah. Another big thing that I really like is that there are rivets where the sleeve opens. I think a bar tack would be just fine, but I just really like the extra hardware that they put on. I think it makes the jacket a little bit more robust. I don't think they do both. I know my sugarcane jacket, bar tacks and then rivets, so you know, that's just like extra durability, but still, I like the fact that they rivet. They bar tack the pockets though, so it's not perfect. It's also cobalt blue, so it makes me want to burn my jacket. Oh, another thing I like, which I really like, but my girlfriend's mom keeps thinking I have a leaf on my shoulder and walking over to me and like trying to pull it off, is these two lines, and it's called a knee, N-I. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation. Red is on top, so that represents future, change, strength. The lower line represents past, tradition, and standard. I eat up brand history. Another step that they did was make it white and red to represent the Japanese flag, so even more meaning there. I want to make the Iron Snail a company eventually, and you bet your bottom dollar there's gonna be so much symbolism that there'll barely be a jacket. Okay, I just swung by Christian's house from Theo and Harris. I don't know how many times I have to say from Theo and Harris before I can just say Christian. Maybe I'll just always say Christian from Theo and Harris. I photographed some watches, did my thing. I was looking at my jacket. I might try and get another fit pic without the sweatshirt on. Actually, I probably will do that. So if I did it, it'll be right here. Okay, I just had my sushi. It was pretty good. It was ShopRite sushi, so it wasn't anything crazy. But I decided I'm gonna show you my jacket just in the parking lot. That'll probably be the easiest for me. No idea what I should put here for audio, but I don't know. I'm a little stuffy today. A little concerned, obviously, as to why. I think it's just allergies, but, you know, just hanging out. Look at me, past Michael. Oh, dirty camera, though. Probably
Not
look
looking
like
good.
a regular walnut out here, just
A good
spinning
walnut
around in the
joke,
middle of
Mike.
a parking lot. It fits a little better, definitely, with without the sweater. I like stuff that kind of fits, you know, a little oversized without the sweater, and then with the sweater on it, you know, it fits kind of properly, just because I think it's easier to get away with something that's slightly oversized, you know, without a sweater. Yeah, I think ideally, like I said, this would be a 40, but, you know, it's not that bad. Looks pretty good. The real bummer is the fact, I don't know if you could see it, I dropped my glasses. I'm still not over that. That sucked. There was a point I had to bring up before. I can't remember it, so I have to go watch the footage.
Okay, I remember what I was gonna say before. In terms of this jacket and Tanuki itself, I would kind of put it in like the Oni, Pure Blue Japan type territory there. They take more chances, they make really like textured denim, there's a lot of character in them, so stuff like that. I'm not saying it's better, I'm just saying it's kind of in that family, but now, the grand finale, which I have to go back in time because I already washed this, but we're gonna wash the jacket, so not the best news. Past Michael was not thrilled with the washing process, so here we go.
Well, I washed the jacket, and it was probably the most underwhelming experience of my life. So, just giving you a little warning there. It actually looks a little better now that I brought it out in the light. You can see, I don't know what happened here. I'm guessing my seatbelt fade is like this, so I think that's kind of what it is. I really don't know what this chunk is. Maybe I just like itch myself more. Yeah, it looks pretty good. You can see there's pretty good fades on the underarm right here. There's all these little ridges there. There's some nice little honeycombing going on there. That's looking pretty cool. I have to try it on because if it shrunk, I'm gonna kill some. Have to forgive me because I haven't taken off my sweats yet from the morning. They're not the nicest or the most tapered sweats, so they look kind of dumb, but that's all right. Anyways, jacket going on. So far, so good. Let me back up a little bit. So far, so good. Yeah, baby, it didn't shrink. Didn't shrink at all, so we're good. Actually, did it shrink? Okay, so yeah, it may have shrunk a tiny bit. I can't really tell. Not enough for me to be upset or anything like that.
Anyways, that's about it. Like I said, I'm getting situated, so this video is kind of all over the place. But who knows? Maybe it will turn out good, and I'll do more like this. I really don't know.